There's something truly unique about Josh Hart. He is a one-of-a-kind presence on the New York Knicks, not merely because of his performance on the court, but because of the relentless energy, leadership, and unwavering commitment he brings to the franchise. Since signing a 4-year contract extension in 2023, Hart has quickly endeared himself to Knicks fans, establishing himself as a vital piece of the team's identity. His journey to this moment, however, has been anything but conventional. Drafted late in the first round in 2017, Hart began his career with the Los Angeles Lakers, where he spent 2 seasons before being traded to the New Orleans Pelicans as part of the blockbuster Anthony Davis deal. After another trade to Portland, Hart finally found what he was looking for in New York, a place where he could truly compete. The moment he arrived, he embraced the Knicks' blue-collar mentality, embodying the grit and tenacity that resonates so deeply with the city. Every time he steps on the court, fans know they're getting maximum effort, and in return, they have embraced him as one of their own. But who is Josh Hart beyond the game? Where did he develop the relentless style of play that has made him so beloved? And how does he spend the life-changing contract he secured to remain in New York? Hart's story begins in Silver Spring, Maryland, an affluent suburb of Washington, D.C., though his upbringing was far from privileged. His father, Moses, worked long hours as a chef, while his mother, Pat, balanced multiple shifts as a waitress. Despite their demanding jobs, his father always found time to foster Josh's love for basketball. Late at night, he would take his son to the local courts, flipping on his car's headlights so they could play, no matter the season. Even in the dead of winter, they would shovel snow just to create a space to shoot. That work ethic, that dedication to improvement, was ingrained in Hart from a young age, reinforced by his father's simple but powerful message: find what you love and give it everything you have. He studied the greats, particularly Michael Jordan, who famously trained while others slept. Hart took that lesson to heart, believing that working while his peers rested would give him an edge. With the support of his father and older brother, he developed his game in the quiet hours of the night, long before the world would recognize his talent. The resilience that defines Hart today was shaped through adversity. When he was a child, his family lost everything in an electrical fire while he was away on a Boy Scout camping trip. With no money to rebuild and no insurance to fall back on, the family had to move into a cramped 2-bedroom apartment. Soon after, Hart transferred from public school to Sidwell Friends, an elite private academy known for its rigorous academic and behavioral standards. The transition was jarring. He struggled to adapt, frequently finding himself in trouble for minor infractions, like eating in the hallways or using his phone in class. After just 1 year, the school recommended that he transfer elsewhere. But something remarkable happened. His classmates rallied around him. They created a Facebook group titled, "Let Josh Stay," advocating for him to remain at Sidwell. It was a testament to the kind of person Hart was even at a young age. People gravitated toward him, believed in him, and wanted him to succeed. That outpouring of support changed everything. Determined to make the most of the opportunity, Hart refocused, both academically and athletically. A key turning point came when his basketball teammate, Matt Hillman, and his family took him in, essentially serving as a second home where he could eat, sleep, and most importantly, study. The arrangement was tough on his parents, who, in many ways, had to take a step back so that their son could thrive. But it worked. With his personal life stabilizing, Hart's game flourished, catching the attention of Division I programs. One coach who saw something special in him was Villanova's Jay Wright. When Wright visited Sidwell to scout another player, he couldn't ignore Hart's tenacity, his relentless motor, his nose for the ball, his ability to outwork everyone on the floor. At Villanova, Hart wasn't an instant star. He spent his freshman season in a limited role before breaking out in his sophomore year, averaging over 10 points per game and shooting nearly 47% from three. But he was still raw, needing refinement in the technical aspects of the game. That development came in his junior season, when he became a full-time starter and the leader of a Wildcats team that would go on to win the 2016 National Championship. Playing alongside a stacked roster that included Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, and Dante DiVincenzo, Hart was the team's leading scorer, its emotional leader, and its heartbeat. His intensity sometimes blurred the line between leadership and being overbearing. Brunson, now his Knicks teammate, has admitted that Hart could be a bit of a bully at times, but his relentless approach helped Villanova capture the title, proving that his style of play translated to winning at the highest level. Despite that success, Hart knew he wasn't ready for the NBA. Projected as a late second-round pick, he made the difficult decision to return for his senior year, even though declaring early would have given him a shot at supporting his parents financially. That sacrifice paid off. He elevated his game once again, averaging a career-high 18.7 points per game while earning consensus All-American honors, Big East Player of the Year, and the Julius Erving Award. By the time the 2017 NBA draft arrived, he was a polished, mature prospect, ready to contribute immediately. The Utah Jazz selected him with the 30th overall pick before trading him to the Lakers, where he showed flashes of his potential, but also battled injuries. When the Lakers included him in the Anthony Davis trade, Hart was devastated. He had embraced Los Angeles, only to find himself shipped to a rebuilding Pelicans team. Then came another trade to Portland, an isolating experience where his wife, Shannon Phillips, was left alone on the West Coast while he traveled with the team. It was a difficult chapter, but everything changed when the Knicks acquired him in 2023. For the first time in his NBA career, Hart felt wanted. He wasn't a throw-in to make salaries match. The Knicks had specifically targeted him. That belief was reinforced when the team rewarded him with a 4-year, $81 million extension. The deal secured his family's future, allowed him to provide for his parents, and gave him the stability he had always craved. Off the court, Hart has embraced life in New York. A self-proclaimed wine enthusiast, his passion for fine wine started in Los Angeles during a Secret Santa exchange with Rajon Rondo. Now he's known around the league as a connoisseur, often bringing bottles to games for teammates and opponents alike. He's also an avid gamer, live streaming Call of Duty on Twitch to unwind. Whether it's playing video games, enjoying a glass of wine, or joking around with Brunson on the Knicks bench, Hart is finally in a place where he can be himself. His journey has been one of perseverance, of overcoming setbacks and proving doubters wrong. But for all he has accomplished, Josh Hart remains as hungry as ever. He won a championship at Villanova. Now he hopes to do the same in New York.